So today we'll be getting into these new possible opponents for Roman Reigns, Alexa Bliss, and one star who blocked everyone. Let's start things off with this blocked star. What's that about? Well, it was what Paul Heyman said when talking about Aleister Black on Talking Smack. He had this to say: "The thing about ignoring Aleister's involvement, I'll tell you why. I'm envious. And the reason why I'm envious is because I've been reaching out for Aleister Black for 6-7 months now. I had ideas for Aleister Black. I had plans for Aleister Black. Ghosted me. Couldn't reach him. Disappeared. Poof. Thin air." Apollo Crews responded to Heyman by saying that his phone was probably broke and that he can't speak for Aleister Black. He just got another great line there by Paul Heyman that really paints the picture for us on Aleister Black. Ever since he disappeared from WWE last October, he had blocked and ignored everyone in WWE. It looks like Paul Heyman's character might have been interested in working with Aleister Black in some way. Heyman clearly states that he has plans for him, but due to the fact that he was ignoring everyone, nothing ever got done. What Paul Heyman said also makes Aleister Black's return a bit more interesting. It doesn't seem like anyone has really had any communication with Aleister Black over the last few months, so no one really knows what's going through his mind and where this character was at for 7 months. Aleister Black did make his return to SmackDown recently in the closing moments of the show to take out Big E, who was just moments away from winning back the Intercontinental Championship. We still don't know much about what's going on in his head, but we do know who his first big target is now, and that's Big E. Aleister Black even mocked Big E on Twitter by saying, "It's a new day." Yes, it is. So that feud seems to be underway. Maybe there's a reason why he selected Big E. Maybe there's something there and deeper story, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But it's great to have Aleister Black back on SmackDown, closing out the show with his big return. Hopefully they keep him on track and build him up so much that maybe he becomes a credible challenger for Roman Reigns. We'll have to see about that. Roman Reigns possibly getting dethroned and challenged by an unlikely superstar? This entire conversation started when Dominik Mysterio was questioned about working with Roman Reigns. Dominik had this to say in response to that question, while speaking with Daytona 24/7 Now. "I've worked with Seth Rollins. He was one of the first guys that I worked with, so I think working with Roman is only fitting. His other Shield brother. I think that would be awesome." The reason why Dominik's comment is interesting and could work out is because we could be at the start of some problems between the Mysterios and Roman Reigns. Jimmy and Jay will be returning and reuniting to the tag team division this week on SmackDown when they face off against the Street Profits. Of course, there's going to be lots of conflict there between Jimmy and Jay. Who knows if Roman will even be at ringside or watching backstage. Roman could definitely throw a wrench into Jimmy and Jay's tag team return, but assuming everything goes smoothly and they pick up the win over the Street Profits, former tag team champions, that's going to boost them right up the tag team division rankings. And we know what the end game could be there for sure, and that's of course Jimmy and Jay ending the historic reign of Rey Mysterio and Dominik. And everything seems to be going well for them. What if they tragically lost those titles to Jimmy and Jay due to some shenanigans or something like that? Maybe Roman Reigns is directly involved with the finish of that tag team title match. Maybe that's Roman's way of showing Jimmy that he's here to help. That's what gets Jimmy to buy in or something like that. Well, that's naturally going to cause conflict between Rey Mysterio, Dominik, and all the Bloodline members. Rey Mysterio is a legendary superstar and credible challenger for Roman Reigns. So what if Rey gets a shot at the title in order to get payback for what Roman has done? It can definitely work. Go back and watch Brock Lesnar vs. Rey Mysterio from a few years ago. That was a very exciting match. Dominik and Rey even cheated as well in that match, and it felt like Rey was actually going to do it there for a second and beat Brock Lesnar. So you don't want to copy and paste everything from that match, but you can borrow some ideas for Roman vs. Rey. Maybe Roman dominates early, but then Dominik, Jimmy, and Jay all get involved, which gives Rey the upper hand for a brief moment in that match. Maybe Dominik comes in again and tries to assist Rey in defeating Roman Reigns. But similar to the Brock Lesnar match, it simply won't be enough, and Roman Reigns will still come out on top. Then after Roman destroys Rey Mysterio, That's where Dominik feels like he has to step up for his family and challenges Roman Reigns. Roman's reaction to Dominik challenging him would definitely be him laughing Dominik off, probably calling him a kid, and mentions how he's not ready for the main event and other things like that. Roman Reigns' character definitely seems like he would say those sort of things to Dominik. But after all of that happens, Dominik vs. Roman Reigns would be the following matchup. Same sort of thing as Rey's match, Dominik won't win, but maybe it's a great platform for him to show what he's got and prove that he can go the distance with one of the biggest franchise superstars in WWE. It'll be a great spot for Dominik to get even more eyes on him and even more respect from the fans. This feud with the Mysterios would also add 2 more names to Roman Reigns' victim list, so he would love beating the both of them as well. Jimmy and Jay are definitely going to be taking those titles off of Rey Mysterio and Dominik. We'll just have to see if WWE will take it to the next level with Roman Reigns versus the Mysterios. Hopefully they do though, because that feud seems like it would be fun and obviously have a great storytelling. So let's go over a new rumor that's circulating for Alexa Bliss and Lilly. Alexa and Lilly have been hanging around the tag team division for several weeks now. Alexa and Lilly's first appearance together on the ramp was to watch a tag team match. Alexa and Lilly would then come out again to interfere in another tag team match the following week. So we sort of get that idea that maybe Alexa is trying to horrify the tag team division. Some fans have even wondered why Alexa and Lilly haven't arrived on SmackDown to speculate the tag team division over there as well. The wildcard rule in WWE is an absolute mess and really makes no sense at all. They sort of change the rule as they go. But Nia and Shayna were on SmackDown this week despite not having the titles anymore and being Raw superstars. So why can't Alexa and Lilly make a surprise appearance on SmackDown, just to spice things up over there as well? But this specific report claims that WWE was considering putting the tag team titles on Alexa and Lilly. Obviously, if Lilly doesn't come to life, then that's a bit weird. A doll will technically be a WWE champion. It's probably like something we saw with Strowman and Nicholas from a few years ago at WrestleMania, where Strowman did all the fighting and won the tag titles by himself. That'll probably be what Alexa does. Have Lilly just on the apron while Alexa wins the tag team titles by herself. With all of Alexa's powers and abilities, that seems like an easy task for her. But having one of your tag team champions as a doll is a weird look for WWE and would likely lead them to getting clowned for that decision. So apparently, according to the reports, they backed off on the idea of having Lilly Doll as a champion, which is probably for the better. So we'll see what ends up happening for Alexa and Lilly, but it looks like the first plan has already been canceled. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.